Hi there everyone, Kbot here, and to introduce this video, this is a little bit of a in-the-zone highlights video from the commentary perspective. I took a couple of moments from beginning in the tournament, and then I added in a couple of games later in the tournament where I started to actually turn on my webcam camera so you can kind of see my live reactions and how enthusiastic I was in the commentary that you saw on stream. But before we get into the video, I want to take a real brief moment to just say that I encourage you all to be nice to one another on Twitter. Recently, some of the players that you're about to see play in the rest of this have said some things that could be considered degrading to certain people, and I just wanted to take a moment to say, you know, that's not okay. We support and appreciate everyone here in the competitive Splatoon community, and I hope you all feel safe and welcome to express yourself in any way you may see fit. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop right on into the video. I hope you enjoy some commentary moments from Saturday's In the Zone 22 stream. To preface this, I guarantee you there will be at least 1 point over the course of this next set where I'm going to call Radiance versus Rift the French Civil War. Okay? However, it is worth noting that Hypnos is technically Italian and not French. All right? So, disclaimer. Hypnos is indeed Italian, all right? I'm still going to call it the French Civil War because it's still, in my mind, always going to be the two spawns of Alliance Rogue that are facing off. You know, this will be Alexei versus Kiver and Gray. And I just like building narratives and, you know, causing trouble like that, as I normally do. So...
It's not a perfect analogy, but there's no need to lose our heads about it.
Exactly. But nonetheless, it means we get another Rift versus Radiance match. The French Civil War again, but it's not really the French Civil War, and I have to remind you all of that before Hypnos gets mad at me because Hypnos is Italian instead of French, but it's still the French Civil War, and I'm going to keep calling it that. Anyway, the French Civil War has delivered once more, and it will deliver again. Bracket reset time of Sendo's In the Zone 22. My name is Kbot. I'm joined by Fusion. We just saw Rift clutch out that one, and now. All right. So look, the one time I don't give my disclaimer about the French Civil War and how Hypnos is actually Italian, and I know, but it's still funny when I call it the French Civil War because it's still Gray and Kiver versus, at this point, Alexei, and that was the old Alliance Rogue. I literally take one time where I don't go into that story, and I get called out in Twitch chat for it. Really, guys? Really? Just let me have this, okay? Let me try to build my storylines, all right? And stop poking holes into my argument all of the time. Okay. Anyway, also.
Oh boy, I am running out of words. These sets are so intense, man. They're just coming down to the wire.
I don't have words in the interim. Like this is these sets and these matches. At this point, when you have been playing, what is this? I mean, if you were to count the last set for Rift. You've been playing 10, 15 matches in a row that have been so close, so tight, back and forth. You have to make sure you're playing on your A game. It's draining. It's draining for these players, and it's going to come down to these split-second decisions, these mechanical decisions, these mechanical plays that they're making in order to see who's going to come out on top. At this point, it almost doesn't even matter what the strategy is. It does matter a little bit, of course, but at this point, based on what we've seen so far, it's going to come down to those mechanical decisions that we've been mentioning. It's going to come down to those tense moments towards the end of these games. It's going to come down to these instances that we've seen so often. And we'll just have to wait and see how this one plays out. We're going to Kelp Dome now. Do you have strategies in your back pocket for Kelp Dome? No, you don't, because normally you don't care. But today you do if you're playing between these two teams.
Rift is really forced to go mid here. Kiver coming around the alley themselves is able to flank, get a quick pick, force the charge over there, but Alexei, iron wall defense, is able to take out one, but they find themselves alone over here. Is it going to stall them enough to give them time to bomb rush the zone and have team follow-up? But this Tri Slosher for the Gray is just going to stop them in their tracks.
coming in from behind, and Rift is dumping all of the ink they have under the zone and able to find that cap once more. Hypnos, the anchors are just playing so well in this match. I want to see a broader view of the anchor play so far. And look at this, Alexei getting one onto Hypnos back the other direction, saying, no, this is my game. You cannot save this for your own team. 2 down on either side now, as Alexei is looking to try to defend this from the oncoming ink jets of Radiance. Alexei now on top of this box. It looks like the zone's going to get flipped back the other direction here, but Alexei still playing safe, still playing back, still not looking to force the issue until it's absolutely needed the most. Volty on the side going to get taken down here, and Radiance has another opportunity to try to take care of business. Now they're starting to force the issue here as they start to come on board with this ink armor, but Alexei jumps back with the bomb rush to try to go for this retake, playing for the retake here as Volty is respawning here as well. Kivra gets taken down on that left side as well, which means that the squid advantage is in the favor of Rift, but look at how much purple ink that they're going to need to get through before getting back into the zone. All the meanwhile, 25 takes the timer here left to go, and here comes the bomb rush onto the top of this zone. Gray and Obito doing their best to paint the zone as much as they can, and it looks like they're going to hold on to it for the time being as the L3 goes down for Rift. The Carbon Roller is going to come on through here as well, and now just a couple ticks of the timer here. It looks like Radiance might actually be able to take it, and they are going to be able to find the lead right there. As now Gray is continuing to move on forward here. Here comes the Incommers. Rift tries to hold on to this game. They don't want to lose it right here, right now. This is the tournament, their tournament life on the line. Gray is looking for a little bit more of a play, and is able to find the one on the Volty, find the one on the Alexei as well, and so find the one on the second. And so even though Rift was able to cap the zone, they get wiped at the end. They're going to be forced to take this one back in the next 20 seconds.
Oh my god. Dude, he was pressing Z. He's like ZR, 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 ZR. Just painting the zone for dear life, and they're able to get 3 picks out of it as Rift is desperately trying to get the zone there. Volty gets up a little bit close. Volty's able to challenge the charger up here on the top right. They get 1 pick. They try and challenge Obi, but Obi triple shots him with H3 and is going to hold on to the zone here. Radiance had the lead, but Rift suddenly caps it. What? Oh my god, Obito's backed off into the right side by the ink jet. They're targeted by the charger. They are backed off into the corner, but they're going to be able to pop armor before they die, but they don't want to rush it in. This is Radiance's chance to take the lead. The Carbon's already up at the wall. Volty's sharking over on that right side. Obito's trying to find a way in, but Radiance is just trying to figure out what to do here.
But they need to pull the trigger here fast. Greg gets taken down here, and here comes Volty trying to apply some pressure onto Obito. Just a couple ticks of the timer left to go with the 2-9 here of Radiance. There's so much pain on the zone. It looks like Ritz is going to be taken, and they do. They survive another game, and we're going to a game 6.
Oh my god, that was just game 5.
That was game 5! What are we... Oh my gosh!
Dude, that cap at the end caught me so off guard. I had no idea that they would cap it. Oh my gosh. Dude, Radiance had control up until like the 0.2 second mark, and then suddenly Rift swung it back.
That had to be like frames away. Honestly. Like frames away from the game ending, from Radiance taking the tournament. But here we are. Rift is able to steal another game. And when Rift steals a game away, there's a chance it's the start of them stealing the set away. 3-2 in favor of Radiance. As I mentioned, at this point, compositions hardly matter. At this point, talking about the compositions is irrelevant. We've watched 12 games. This will be the 13th game of these two teams fighting it out. And not to mention the 4 they played earlier today. Doesn't matter about strategy. It matters about who's going to make the right decisions in the moment. And we'll have to see which team comes out on top. But already down to the 5-point mark, and slowly Radiance is starting to go down. They have to get the cap onto the zone here very quickly. Volty might want to jump out or paint the zone, and is going to opt to jump out, allowing that penalty back to the other side and to the other team, allowing Radiance another opportunity here in order to come back in this game. So much back and forth so far, and here comes Obito, able to jump onto Volty. Now that's a 2-down situation for Rift, and Radiance has the opening that they want. They have all of this room in Street. They have all of the room to start pushing people back, and look at where
Kiver is joining the fight on the front lines here for Radiance as they look to try to prevent Rift from getting back into these zones. Again, such high respawn timers when you consider the amount of time it's going to take for Rift to get back into this zone, and they're looking to prevent that even more. Here's the incomer, because Rift knows some of this positioning coming in from Radiance is going to be so far forward, but they're already some of that incomer starting to wear off. Here they come with the ink jets, with the ink storms, and Obito's going to get taken down in the process as collateral damage. The Inkjet now jumping back to the spawning point here, but so much of this zone is going back and forth right now. Radiance really needs to hold on here, and now Kiver is trying to find at least one. It's going to dive back on down, and Skoze's going to get the jump. Might not be able to find it, though. Right there, Kiver's looks like able to find one, but Radiance is still holding on to the zone. Doesn't matter. It's a 2-9 situation right now, and now with 30 seconds left to go in the game, it looks like Rift might have an opportunity here to close this game out as well.
Oh my gosh, but Radiance still has not lost this cap. They have not had a penalty applied just yet. Kiver's trying to stay alive. I don't know how they've stayed alive this long. It's been insane.
There's the double.
Volty coming in. 2 quick picks. Finally, Rift caps the zone. And wow, Alexei goes down, unfortunately. And that leaves Obito versus Zek in the duel of the supports. But Kiver comes in for to support their team. And oh my god, the zone is neutral.
Episode at the end, and Rift steals another game away.
Oh my god!
They didn't steal that one. I guess they were in the lead from the beginning, but oh my goodness, Game 7, Game 14, and Game 18 between these two teams today.
I'm catching my breath real quick. Dude, okay, this is a thing I've wanted to mention for like 12 games now, but and I just haven't found the right time because we just keep going into insane games. Drop Roller has been.
No! Oh no! I'm sorry, Fusion. I have to shut this one out. Shellendorf Institute for Game 14? Are you serious? The same map of Tassel Game 9 between these two teams. The map that started this rivalry is the map that decides it today. All right, go on. Carry on with Drop Roller.
God, dude, I've seen Drop Roller is awesome, dude. Everyone's loving Drop Roller. The Junior was wearing it. Jose was wearing it. It's so nice. Keeps the momentum up for your team. That's all I had to say. Enjoy Drop Roller. Enjoy Shellendorf Institute. Oh god, we're in for something.
Hope you've got your popcorn ready. Bring in your friends, folks. Bring in your friends. Where were you for the 5th or 6th iteration of the French and Italian Civil War?
Really looking for a bomb rush before they really kind of pulled the trigger, but the timer's ticking down, the armor comes in, the inkjet comes in. Actually, a counter inkjet from Kiver, it looks like, is able to take one out. The timer's ticking down even further, down to 9 seconds. 2 members go down. It looked like 3 were down just a second ago. Volty's trying for dear life to do anything, but Radiance is going to hold on and take the tournament.
Radiance has seemed to be the more recent favorite between these two teams, and they prove it there in a grueling 20, or how many games was that? I don't even know how many games that was. 18 games today between these two teams.
True, yeah.
Radiance is the ones that will prevail. Hats off to both of these two. You can tell that it's hard fought. You can tell they're leaving it all in the game. And well done. Just round of applause.
Oh my god. This tournament was just